All right, Alessio from Atlanta Pizza Truck is joining me on the podcast. Alessio, thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
Thank you, Bruce, to have me here in your podcast today.
I'm excited to talk to you. So tell a little everybody who's listening to the podcast. I always love to hear the story about how people got started or what they're up to now. So give us a little background about how you got into the pizza business and what you're doing now.
I'm from Naples, Italy, and I was making pizza from very early age. Start with my family, move with other business in Naples, and then I have the opportunity to come here in US, where basically I start to join pizzeria and work as a pizza maker all across the country, from Texas to California to New York, Indiana, and now here in Atlanta. Couple years ago, actually last year, not a couple years ago, last year, basically when the pandemic started, me and my wife, both of them without jobs. The pizzeria that I was working on, they closed down, and she also was working as a server in another pizza shop. And we decided to do something for ourselves. I bought a truck the year before from Italy. And then I was like, you know what? I mean, I bought the truck, but I never really use it.
Yeah.
Let's start and do some neighborhood pop-up. We start a first pop-up. We publish, we went to Facebook to promote ourselves, just like a marketing on Facebook group, neighborhood. One lady, she responds to us. She was like, hey, come to our neighborhood, start to selling pizza. And it was very fun. We were really unprepared. Well, I mean, we sell 50 pizzas, and to be honest, I mean, I'm making pizza in a restaurant, but when you were making pizza out of a truck in the middle of the street, it's completely different. Especially in an environment with the coronavirus, that was, last year was a little bit more, people don't know what to expect and everything. So having a mask and, all those weird stuff, be 6 feet away, don't touch this, don't touch that. But, since we started, we never really stop. Then people see us. They've been contacting us every day, ask us to do neighbor pop-ups, private party, corporate event, weddings. So it's been very, very fun.
That's
especially
awesome.
Because I work with my wife. It's a very family business.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
How long have you been doing the pizza truck? Like, how long has it been since you started like actually making money with it?
March 2019.
Okay, so you've been doing it for a couple of years now, but obviously the coronavirus kind of killed a little bit of that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, no, we started in March 19. So I started March last year with the truck.
2020, you mean?
2020. Sorry,
Yeah.
I got confused. No, you lost 1 year basically.
Yeah.
We all lost 1 year.
Right. Yeah. We try to forget that 2020 never happened, right? We try to forget that year. So you started.
Yeah.
Oh, you started in the middle of this. Like when this all happened, you started. So like it's gonna be. Well, who knows when we're gonna get out of this, but it should get easier for you if you can manage to get business and do all of these pop-ups in the environment in which you have to do it now. When this is all over, it'll be pretty easy for you. You'll be like, wow, this is a piece of cake.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people have been telling us that in the catering business, like wedding business, is supposed to be more busy. For us, it was amazing. I mean, of course, I didn't do anything before like 18, 19, so I don't know how to see the past year.
Right.
I'm pretty happy with whatever we managed last year, and with what we accomplished so far. So like you say, I mean, if I be able to manage it this year, I'm pretty sure that 2021 and the rest is going to be easy.
Right. Where did you learn how to make pizza?
Naples. I went to the Verace Pizza Napolitana school. I start my way up. I work as a delivery boy, delivering pizza,
Yeah.
then helping the pizza maker how to make the dough, how to stretch it, how to work the oven. I work for Gaetano Esposito. He's kind of like a local legend in Naples.
Okay.
He work all over the place. I worked for pizzeria like at the Trianon. Big place in Naples. I mean, everybody in Naples is pretty big. I mean, it's like a coffee shop here in US.
Yeah, right. What? So why pizza? Like, what made you attracted to making pizza and the art of pizza?
I tried different jobs. I was like a gelato maker. I make a coffee.
Yeah.
I work in different stuff, and I see that pizza really sticks something on me. I feel it. I like the passion behind. I see the community. I mean, like it's like when you fell in love with a person. I don't know. I fell in love with pizza.
Yeah. It's like that, it's sometimes, either there's a lot of people who have been on the podcast who have grown up in the pizza shop, or they discover it through, it's like one of their first jobs or a job going through college, and they just end up loving it. Like, it's one of those jobs that you are allowed to express yourself in the pizzeria with the pizza and serve people and make people happy. And like, who doesn't love pizza?
Yeah. No, and when I was in high school, I was studying accounting, so something completely different. And for me, it was just finding a job to pay for my study and just have extra money to go out with friends. So I try different jobs, but then I was like, pizza is fun. Okay.
Where did you work in the U.S.? Any places that you can say?
I work in Dallas, Texas for Cane Rosso.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There are like, a lot of location there. I work in California for a place called Pizza Boccalupo. I open up a place in Indiana called Pangea Kitchen. In Atlanta, I work with Giulio Adriani.
Oh, yeah.
And now I work for myself. I help in the pizza industry. With the Caputo brand, with Orlando Food, with Forza Forni,
yep.
Traveling, consulting around. It's been fun. I'm really enjoying what I choose.
So you've been all around the U.S. Like, where is your favorite place to, like, what state or country, or not country, town have you loved the most?
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, why Austin? I heard a lot of people moving to Austin.
It's okay. Like I was telling before, I come from a warm place like Naples, and I love warm place. And Austin, the temperature was perfect. It's a young town, young, smart, moving fast, like that.
Yeah, I heard that about Austin. It's like an up and coming town. A lot of people are going down south because I don't know what they're saying. Like, you hear a lot about people moving out of California or out of New York because of the coronavirus and the need. I think what this taught us is, like, you can do a lot of things virtually that you didn't think you could. So the need to be in towns or cities like New York or Los Angeles or San Diego or in California aren't necessarily there anymore. There's a lot of places coming up like Atlanta or Austin, Texas, where people can make great pizza, be around young environment and big companies and tech, and still not have to be in California or New York. So that's interesting. But you're in Atlanta now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I moved here. I used to live in New York a little bit. I see New York how it's changed. I was in New York like 2012.
Yeah.
I visiting and I see how it's changed. And I think it's too crazy for me. Atlanta, you still have the city feeling. You're still in the East Coast, big spaces, kind of like a Texas.
Yeah.
So I decided to make Atlanta my home.
I love it. And so when you make pizza, do you have jobs every day of the week, or how do you schedule that?
So right now, January, it's slow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cold outside. It's slow in every kind of every industry. Usually, we are booked like 5 days a week.
Hmm.
In August and September, it happened that we were booked 7 days,
Oh wow.
and 7 days, and sometimes we have like a 3 event in one day.
What kind of oven are you using?
So I have a 3 oven now. The first one, the one that I start, it's a 3-wheel truck
Yep.
called Piaggio Apecar with a wood fire, all from Italy. It's an Italian oven. It's a brick oven. Everything comes from Italy. Then Forza Forni send me just a trailer oven, the one that you attach behind the car.
Like you pull it?
That you pull it, yeah.
Yep.
I attach behind my Jeep, and with that one I can do multiple event in a day. And then I'm using a Rockbox Godsnake.
What do you think of that?
Small part. I like it. It's cooking. I mean, I'm surprised. Come from like a brick oven guy,
Yeah.
wood fire, like traditional. It's making good pizza.
I'm having actually Tom Gosney on the podcast in a couple weeks.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So we're going to talk about that because I've used an uni oven at home, which is like a comparable oven to the Gosney Rockbox. But I find like it comes out good. I find like I wouldn't be able to use it as a business because it takes too long in between pizzas to heat up again for the bottom to cook good. So like the first pizza you put in, once it's heated up, it cooks really good. Maybe the second one, and then as you cook more and more, it gets lighter and lighter. You need more time in between to like get the stone heated back up again. It kind of takes a while. Is the Gosney not like that? Like, can you cook multiple pizzas in a row?
So what I noticed with mine, because now for fun, I make a couple pizza. I didn't start the business with that.
Yeah.
The first pizza, I gotta check the bottom. It cooked very, very fast. The second one still, the third one come good. The fourth one, I never really try like a full hours.
Yep.
But so far, I mean, the pizza, they are, I like the crust. I like, the bottom is cooking. I'm very surprised. I was not expecting, that.
And you cook pizzas everywhere, so like a lot of different ovens.
Yeah. I, do consulting all around. I'm using like wood fire, gas burning, rotating oven, small brick, one piece. Like every surface they cook different. You always need to try to figure it out how to make it the best of it.
Yeah, I love it. I love making pizza at home, but I like these little portable ovens for the fact that, for relatively cheap, like they're under $1,000, you can get an oven at your house that can make a comparable pizza that you would get in a restaurant versus having to build this huge, either buy an oven that you put out in the back like a trailer or build this huge oven that's not mobile, right? Like even these unis or gazis, you could take with you if you go on the road somewhere.
Yeah, no, I mean, and not just pizza. I've been making like filet mignon.
Really?
My wife from Venezuela, we make arepa.
Ah, yeah.
So we're making like a bunch of stuff, like fish. It's not just for pizza. It's very fun.
I love it. You know what? I got to experiment a little bit more. I've only been making pizza in the oven, but what do you like? Use one of those metal trays and you put the ingredients on that and then slide it in?
The filet, I love meat. Filet mignon in those oven, perfect touch.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I think we got in contact. I mean, we've probably been chatting back and forth on Instagram. And by the way, you're at Atlanta Pizza Truck on Instagram. If anybody's listening to this and want to follow you on Instagram, you can see your truck. I got your Instagram account right here. I can see your pizzas, but I can also see the truck that you're using to have the wood fire on the back, which is super cool. But you were in part of our Instagram challenge, right? Because you were like you've been leveraging Instagram a lot to find customers, right?
Yeah. That's how we start.
Yeah.
I start with Instagram. Instagram, Facebook, and I see that, I really need to do that. And I was looking for, an help, a little tricks. And your challenge, it taught me something like, I don't want to say easy, but something like, kind of obvious, easy. I was like, oh, wow. Like, seriously, that was, wow.
It's not like tricks or hacks or anything. It's just work, right? Like you just need to do some things, and we show you the things that you need to do in order to grow your account. But there's no like secret. You know, people are always looking for a secret or a hack or some way to fastly grow their Instagram account, and like those exist, but it's not going to help you find customers. Like you're in Atlanta, you have a mobile business, so you can probably go, what do you do, 10, 15 miles outside of your city maybe?
We went to Jacksonville for a wedding.
Did you really?
Yeah, which was like 7 hours away.
Did you drive the truck?
Well, I have my Jeep and then my trailer, and then I put it all together.
That would have been that would have been interesting to see the truck driving down the highway.
Everybody, that's the question. Everybody, when they see the truck, oh my gosh, like, did you drive this? Like, it's always the same question.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Are you driving? Are you in here? Like, what are you doing? No, we go everywhere. There is no limit.
And how do those people in Jacksonville find you?
Instagram.
So there you go.
They were originally from Atlanta, so they got a wedding over there in Jacksonville, in a little like island park and everything. So they find me. They want me to come there. I mean, I charge a travel fee, and here I come.
I mean, yes, you're right. Like if you're a mobile oven and you can price it accordingly, so you can charge people that travel fee. Like, why not? If you want to do it, it lets you be able to travel around the country and kind of serve pizza.
Yeah, if somebody called me from California, I will go there.
You drive all the way to California?
I would probably ship it.
Yeah.
It will be cheaper and easy.
That'd be hilarious to see you driving across the country. And although you could make pop-up stops along the way, right?
Yes, sir.
On the side of the road, just pop your truck over and make some pizza on the highway. I'm sure you'd get people to stop and buy pizza for sure.
Kind of like the movie Chef.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I see your pizzas right here on your Instagram account, and they look great. Like, what kind of flour do you use? What's your process for making pizza?
So I'm using Caputo.
Yep.
Caputo Nuvola. Most of the people, when they do Neapolitan, they use the blue one. I feel, I got best result with the Nuvola. And that's because also it makes the pizza a little bit more crispy.
Yeah.
So I can see the people don't really appreciate the true Neapolitan.
Which is what? Explain what's a true Neapolitan pizza? Like soft and airy?
Yes. So true Neapolitan, you got like the fresh mozzarella. It's very juicy, soggy. When you grab a slice, like it's 90 degrees. It's
yeah.
The Neapolitan is the American guy is gonna be like, oh my gosh, this pizza is not cooked. Why did you order of my pizza? What is? So you need to do a little bit of adjustment. I would say unfortunately, because you try to sell like an authentic product,
right?
But sometimes you need to kind of adjust a little bit to make sure that everybody can enjoy it without really lose your heritage.
Yeah, I don't think a vast majority of Americans or people who live in the United States aren't used to Neapolitan style pizza, because the phrase Neapolitan pizza is very much overused in scenarios that isn't Neapolitan style. So people think it's something different than it actually is. And like you said, like the people, if you go to Naples or you eat real Neapolitan style pizza, it isn't New York style where you can like pick it up and flop it over. That's what they're used to.
Yeah. We see places that they put Neapolitan and they're not, but and that's where the people got confused most of the time.
So you adjusted to make it more of a crispier pizza that people are used to.
Yeah. So my pizza still, when you pick it up, it's a little flop. But with the Caputo Nuvola, I see that it's a little bit more crispy.
Yeah.
For most of my pizza, I use like a shredded mozzarella with a little bit of provolone cheese. Again, at the beginning, I was using the fresh mozzarella, and people don't really like that, especially for the type of neighborhood that I was targeting or the people I was going after.
They just weren't used to that fresh. They wanted the shredded stuff.
Yeah. It's still like a good shredded mozzarella. I'm pretty sure that now, like Italian people, they're kind of like, crucifies me and say like, what this guy's doing. But I'm trying to be 100% authentic. For example, with the tomato, with the flour, with the technique that I'm using to make the pizza.
Where do you make your dough?
I have a commissary. It's a friend of mine in Woodstock. I have a commissary there. He let me use his restaurant.
Okay.
He do New York style pizza.
Yep.
So there is no competition in that. And no, it's. I was looking for commissary, but they are very, very expensive.
So you kind of messaged a friend or talked to a friend and asked him if you could use his kitchen to make the dough, and like, do you store it there too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do everything there. I got my delivery coming there, storage, walk-in cooler, every prep that I need to be done, everything from over there.
That's the hardest part, isn't it? Trying to figure out where you're going to make the dough and where you're going to store everything.
Yeah, especially if you do pop-ups and you just start a new business. I was looking for a commercial kitchen.
Yeah,
and those price are crazy, like $1,500, $2,000 just for like I don't know, seriously, like 50 square foot of space.
Wow.
Yeah,
that is expensive.
It's expensive.
So what do you think you're going to be doing this year? Do you think it's going to be doing a lot more business and weddings? Do you think those are going to come back, or what's your calendar looking like?
So right now we are booking for weddings, birthday party, and a brewery.
Yeah, a lot of people do breweries.
Yeah, they're very fun. I mean, that's where I also find most of my client. They come to the brewery, they try the pizza, and they book me for their parties. But also I'm working on two projects, kind of like online pizza making stuff.
Yeah.
That's as far that I can say.
Okay.
But I'm working on I see how the pizza is moving more like an online situation.
Yeah.
And I try to take that wave.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. There are a lot though. Like, you got to kind of stand out amongst the competition. I think Zoom classes are very popular. People are starting to do Zoom classes and use companies like Gold Belly to ship their pizza across the country. But you got to have people that know who you are, right? Like, if you're an independent pizzeria in Ohio and nobody knows who you are, setting up a Gold Belly account to ship your pizza across the country is not going to help you, because no one knows who you are. They have to be interested in what you do in order to find you. So you got to build up that presence as well, don't you think?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I see that with a local guy here in Atlanta. How he started his Gold Belly venture. I mean, he was making pizza for people in the area.
Yeah.
And ship directly to key people like actors, like famous people.
Yeah.
And then that I see he's launching on Gold Belly.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
Yeah. So I see him, and I would say, I mean, why not copying kind of the same tactic?
Yeah.
See that is working. Am I gonna try and see who's gonna do it?
Isn't there a lot of like actors and movies being produced in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and that's another area that we try to go after. It's kind of hard to find like a channel of somebody who can get you in contact with.
Yeah.
Of course, we send emails, and we try to targeting people, like comment, like Instagram comment, put likes, message them. So we try to kind of put a little seed and see who's gonna catch it first.
Yeah, because I know that there's been a lot of movies produced in Atlanta, and there's a lot of movies, like especially the backlog of movies that haven't been able to be produced because of the coronavirus are going to be coming back at the end of 2021. And so if you're in Atlanta and there's a ton of movies, there's a ton of opportunity to, like you said, reach out to those actors or producers to kind of get in front of the right people to spread the word.
and also TV shows.
Oh yeah. What TV show? Oh yeah, there's a lot of TV shows there, I guess, right?
Well, in the past year that I was here, I've been in three TV shows.
What TV shows?
Housewife of Atlanta.
Like they hired you to come make pizza?
Well, they come to the pizzeria.
Yeah.
The housewife, they were just having a dinner there. So, they were ordering pizza and talking about it. And I was the server for them.
That's awesome.
Then I did a blind date.
Yep.
Which never really happened. It was on Bravo, and I never see my episode. And I was making a pizza class for them. So those two people, they never met. They came to the pizzeria. They met making pizza. So I teach them how to make a pizza, and that was fun. I think that was very fun.
How did they find you?
That was on Instagram.
Wow.
I post a picture, a post about the pizza making classes.
Yeah.
And the producer of Bravo or somebody on Bravo TV, they find me and they contact me and they offer me the position, the job.
Wow. You see, you never know who's looking at your photo on Instagram. Like even if they don't like it, you never know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also did for the rapper T.I.
Yeah.
Yeah, T.I. Astor family. Again, it was a pizza making class. And I mean, again, like you say, if you do something cool on Instagram, you never see who's going to see it.
Right.
Maybe it's like a stupid picture and, like a big guy who's going to be like, hey, I'm going to hire you for that.
Yeah, I always tell people, just post more. You never know. Like you get better at it as you go. You learn what works, what doesn't. And the only way you're going to actually do that is by doing it. Like you could read a blog post or, watch a video or listen to a podcast about doing Instagram, but the only way you really learn is by doing it.
Yeah.
That's the best teacher, the actual doing of the job, right? Like making pizza. Like you could read all about making pizza or watch a video about how to make pizza. The only way you're going to get really good at making pizza is to actually make pizza.
I mean, a lot of people, when they want to learn how to slap, like how to make the pizza, like the Neapolitan slap.
Yeah.
I told them, like, even when I was learning, it took me like 3 weeks to actually learn how to do it. It doesn't come in one day.
Right.
You just gotta, make a lot of pizzas and do it. It's consistency.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you're gonna wake up and you learn, but it's gonna be because the past 2 or 3 weeks you've been doing this for a long time.
Right. Exactly. You have to do it.
Yeah.
Alessio, it has been fun talking to you. Where can people go say hello to you on Instagram, or if they're in Atlanta, where can they find you online?
So our biggest reach is gonna be Instagram. So it's Atlanta Pizza Truck. That's where we post everything, where we're gonna be, what we're gonna do, story, pictures, and of course the website, Facebook. But we are pretty big. We focus more on Instagram.
All right, we'll link all that up in the show notes as well. Atlanta Pizza Truck on Instagram. It's right below his video, his photo right there. If you're watching this video on YouTube or on the website, go give them a follow. Reach out to Alessio. Tell him you heard him on the podcast. Say hello. And if you're in the Atlanta area, go stop by. Alessio, don't hang up, but it was great talking to you today, my man.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody.